This is Married to Medicine. All right. Y'all ever feel like y'all hear something randomly, especially like when you're alone and you feel like you just hear something like what's going on? Hope it's no mice, no rats, no squirrels, no peoples. I get scared sometimes. Do y'all get scared? That's why I don't watch movies by myself. I love to go to the movie theater. I love to go watch movies at the movie theater. Especially new movies. And I like to go on to watch scary movies. It's my favorite. It's not my favorite genre, but it's my favorite. To go as far as when it comes to going to the movie theater, that's my favorite genre of movies, horror movies, to go to the movie theater to see. Does that make sense? Horror thriller, whatever, scary shit. That's my favorite, to go to the movies theaters to see. Because any other thing, comedies and drama, I can watch that at home. But I make it a point to go with my friends to go see scary movies. Plus, scary movies come out like every week. I make it a point to go to the theater, try to anyway, with my friends to go see scary movies because I don't watch that scary shit at home by myself. Hope that makes sense to the people. I just wanted to throw that in there. Had nothing to do with this review, but y'all know we random, we talk, we real life, we real people. We talk. Okay, so anyway, let's see. Married to Medicine. To be honest, overall, this episode was tired and through. Married to Medicine seems to have a knack for saving the best part of the show for the last few minutes of the show. And I don't know why. Because they have all this extra stuff, but it's like I said, it's tied and through. Nobody cares about it. It's just like, for what? But okay. Let's see. Dr. Simone and Jackie was talking. Simone finally got her box back. She finally found her spot again. Apparently, her and Cecil did the thing that lovers do. They both remembered where their parts was, and they made a connection once again. Dr. Simone was talking to Jackie, and she was just like, yeah, I was so hot and heavy, and I was just ready for it, and I just wanted more and more and more, like Joe. More and more. And she was just like, I was worried about whether or not I'm going to get wet or not. I was just worried. Keep being in that closet, Simone. That's all I have to say. Allegedly. We're going to go with it. Maybe she's bi. Who knows? But I know she's definitely bi a woman. But we'll let it go. Okay. Now, if y'all notice, like, nothing in the background, y'all just hear me speaking, it's because I have my fan off. Sometimes I have, for most of my videos, the majority of all my videos, I keep my fan on because I'm hot. And so I just like the noise, I'm usually trying to block out whatever's going on outside that door, darling. So that's the main reasons why I have my fan on. But, I'm going to turn my fan off. I had a few comments saying, turn your fan off or turn that noise off. So hopefully this is better, darlings. I get it. I do understand, So, hey. Let's see. So that happened, Jackie and Simone, they're really good friends. They're never going to fall out. Really. Contessa, she's still laying in the bed. She's recovering from her surgery. Very strong woman. And, Dr. Scott, taken care of. And, she's just, chilling in the house. What's going on with Aiden? Okay, Aiden, his job is moving, or his job is pretty much like on hold. And, they've been staying in Atlanta for a long time, and that's, where he gets the most of his business. But apparently his job is declining or closing. I don't know what's going on. I kind of missed like a few little minor details in there. But anyway, Aiden might be out of the job, and Aiden and Mariah, them and the family, might have to move. Mariah's strongly against that. She was just like, I'm a Southern Belle. I've been in the South my whole life. I love raising my kids here. This is, where the majority of my family is now. I'm not willing to up and move. She was just like, if you have to move and go to California or something, that's on you. But I ain't going with you. I was just like, Mariah, this your husband. What you mean you don't want to go with that man? So I don't know how this is going to work. Hopefully they won't have to move. But yeah, I mean, Married to Medicine is an Atlanta-based show, but it'd be weird. What we gonna have the Married to Medicine in California? I mean, I guess it could happen. I'm sure there's medicine wives up there. Obviously, it's a big city, but no. As far as Mariah being up there, no. I mean, we would like that for all new ladies, but no, not for Mariah them. But hopefully that works out. Let's see. Heavenly, she went to go see her therapist, her mannequin therapist. They'd be beat to the gods. Beat. It's a very awkward style. He's just very stoic and very like he's in a trance or something. I don't know. Somebody said he was a vampire. I hollered. Very attractive man, but just I don't know, just kind of stiff and awkward. It's like nobody's that composed, and like he don't fidget, he don't scratch, he don't cough, he don't sneeze, he don't blink. It's very weird. I don't know, but anyway, Heavenly went to go talk to a therapist, and they're talking. He was proud of her about the fact that she went to Miami. She talked about another recent encounter or whatever that she had with Mariah. We found out the reason why Mariah and Heavenly don't get along, at least on her part. Heavenly said that Mariah reminds her of her sister, Denise, that she don't get along with at all, that she's had multiple issues with throughout the years. So I do get that, and I do understand that. But also it's just shit for the show. But I do believe they really just you just have two people that you ever just have somebody in your life that it's like if you have to deal with them, you can, but you don't really want to. It's kind of one of those situations. It's like, okay, I mean, I guess we can be cool, but I mean, we're never going to be that cool. But I can deal with you just because I'm an adult and I'm able to be cordial, and we're both at this job. So hey, it's kind of one of those things. But they'll never be like best friends. It's just a personality thing, I think. What else happened? Quad had a scene with her mom and her aunt. Beautiful women. They remind me of women in my family. And it was just like, we always gonna be here for you, and we wish you and him the best. But hey, apparently Miss Quad, she signed divorce. She filing for divorce. Quad and Toya and Eugene is on the bed talking about it. Toya got nothing to do but sit and talk about Quad. And so they're sitting on the bed talking, and Eugene is trying to tell Toya, you might not want to say nothing to Quad right now. It's a very touchy subject. It's a very testy subject. Quad is going through a lot right now. You might want to leave Miss Quad alone right now. You might want to leave Miss Quad alone. Toya was just like, oh, I can handle Quad. I can handle Quad. No, you can't. I don't think so. If anything, it'd be a good match. Now, if they was to have a physical altercation, we don't want that. My phone dropped. But if they was to have a physical altercation, I mean, it'd be a good match. Because Quad look like she quick with them hands. But Toya got some weight on her. And if Toya get Quad in a good chokehold, who knows? Who knows what can happen at that point? But yeah, I was just like, Quad, this Toya child, this might not be for you, beloved. But Toya gonna do what she want to do, child. Ain't nobody tell Toya nothing. So Dr. Jackie, she decided to have a messy ass slumber party. It's interesting. Dr. Jackie seems to be the one that's hosting all these messy ass events. But since it's Dr. Jackie, we're not gonna call it messy, right? But she had a slumber party. Everybody showed up. They had on their pajamas. I don't know what Simone had on, but don't nobody know what Simone be having on. But it's fine. Everybody showed up, even Miss Quad. She had to make a big entrance. She showed up later on. At first, all the ladies ate. Heavenly was just like, oh, I just ate with my husband, and I cooked the meal for him, and I'm pleasantly fed all over it. Just talking or whatever to Jackie. What else happened? And then, it was kind of weird. Quad hugged some of the ladies and hug everybody. We saw, once again, Dr. Jarrett, new doctor who looks a lot like Chrisette Michelle. Just like a thinner frame. So let's see. So they decided to eat. And what did they do first? They decided to do imitations. They decided to do imitations of people. Mariah had Contessa. She put on... she stuffed her shoulders like with shoulder pads. Put on a helmet. I don't know where the hell she got all the stuff from. She put on a helmet. It was just like, I'm Superwoman. I could do it all. And, making fun of... Contessa is, she's... What's the word for Contessa? She's strong-based. Mentally, spiritually, which is all great things. But and I guess she's a little like broader in the chest, a little, I wouldn't rumble with Contessa. So Mariah's making fun of that. It was just like, oh, that's Contessa. Heavenly got up, she did Toya. But Toya made her stuff her butt and stuff her bra. She was just like, if you gonna do Toya, you really gonna do Toya. Toya's was the most funny to me, because Toya put on a black wig and she put dollars in her shoes and she just stood there like this, and she was imitating Simone, because y'all remember the crab boil episode. Y'all know them nasty crabs that Heavenly dropped on the floor and put them back in the pot for people to eat and didn't bother washing them off, nothing. That episode, she came with $100 bills in her heels, to make a point towards Quad or whatever, that you need to keep it 100 all day. So, that was funny to me. Let's see. Contessa wasn't able to make it, but she video called. Jackie did Quad. She had a knife in her hand. Talking about, you see, I cook and I clean, but I'm not taking out that trash. Quad took it lightheartedly because it was Jackie. If it was anybody else, she probably would have took more offense to it, I'm sure. Only because she's in a very... she's going through a lot right now, so she's in a more sensitive state than usual. What else went on, y'all? I think that's pretty much it, besides the fact that they decided to stop the game, and Simone did Heavenly. What was funny though was when Mariah, when Jackie was doing an impression of Quad, and Mariah was just like, Jackie's impression of Quad is almost spot on. It's just she need to pull that wig a little further back. I screamed. That's why everybody wanted to jump on Mariah's head at the reunions, because her confessionals are just so shady, and doing them Facebook lives and stuff. They wouldn't have nothing on you if you. They're all shady in their confessionals, but I'm talking about the extra Facebook lives, Instagram lives, where you sit back and talking. And we love it. It's good for our business, but for your coworkers, it's just like, So anyway, but keep doing it, Mariah. Hell. So Heavenly, she decided to stop the game. She was just like, so let's get real for a second. She was like, they decided to talk about, how do you know if a person is a real friend or not? And Jackie, she was just like, well, I feel like I know if it's a real friendship on whether, and I base it on whether or not I need to let it go or not, based on how they can take something I tell them. Like if everything I talk to them about they take offense to, and they don't know when I'm joking, when I'm serious. It's just like, you don't really know how to take them. Then I know that that's probably not the friendship for me, or if we are friends, I might need to reevaluate this friendship on whether or not I want to be in it. And it was just like, yeah, I'm here for that. And Heavenly was just like, well, what if you have a friend that's really going through something? How do you come at them, in a proper type of way? How do you know when to speak on something or let something go? Quad obviously knew that question was for her. She decided to speak up. She was just like, well, I just feel like, at this current moment, I'm not into speaking about it or talking about it. Heavenly was just like, well, my only question to you would be, how are you? Quad was just like, I'm dealing. And then, bad timing, Toya. She has terrible timing. Toya decided to butt in. She was just like, and I have a question too. Quad was just like, I'm through with questions. I ain't got no more questions. I'm through. Now, I did not like the way the Quad was talking to Toya. A lot of times I feel like Toya don't mean any harm. She just has bad timing. Like I said. And so she decided to speak, and Quad just cut her on off. She was just like, don't nobody want to hear nothing you talking. You need to shut your mouth. And Toya, she was just like, who the hell are you? I'm grown as hell. You can't tell me what to do or shut my mouth. I don't know what's your issue, but I'm not the one. All I was doing was asking you a question. She asked you a question. Quad, she did not ask you a question. Quad, Heavenly did ask you a question, sis. But, I guess you feel like Toya is an easier target to come at than, Heavenly. In which you're probably right. But still, it's not right to talk to somebody like that. So they decided to get into a little argument, and Jackie, she diffused the situation. She was just like, all this arguing that y'all going through right now, that ain't nothing but love. That's all that is. And y'all really need to get it together and come together. You love her, she loves you, and both their feelings was hurt. Quad decided to get up and she hugged Toya, and and hugged on the couch and all. It was a beautiful moment. All the ladies started to get emotional. Mariah even cried. And I kind of feel bad because Mariah and Quad was really, really good friends. And it's weird because it seems like Quad is able to forgive any of the other ladies, but not Mariah. And Mariah has her moments, and Mariah, I'm sure, have done a lot of shit behind the scenes and on camera. But I think that works both ways. I don't think that anybody's innocent in this situation. And so if I done hurt you and you done hurt me, and I done hurt you and you done hurt me, then, and if I want to salvage the relationship, and if I'm still on the show with you, and if I'm able to get along with and be cordial with everybody else and forgive them when they hurt me and vice versa, why can't you do the same with Mariah? Why can't it be the same all around? There's obviously a deeper hurt there that we don't know about, but Mariah seemed to be over it. Mariah seems to be open to being back cool with Quad. But it's just Quad. So who knows? They've been friends for years, and so who knows all the deep, issues with it. But it's just weird how you're able to forgive so easily people who you haven't even been knowing that long over Mariah, who you've been knowing for years and years. So I don't know. We'll see. It's just a lot of pettiness and a lot of egos and stuff that I see. But thank God for Jackie. Because Jackie diffuses a lot of situations in a way that I don't think that other people can do it, because they might take it the wrong way. Was that pretty much it? I think that pretty much was it. Like I said, it was a pretty stale episode up until the last moments. But Married to Medicine always gives funny moments, and it's cute. It is what it is. I hear that Heavenly's still going back and forth with Lucy, and a mess. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Belcher moments. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ItsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter. At ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on PayPal. Much appreciated. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oh, get the distance. Pre-order Mariah Carey's album. Caution, on iTunes, darlings. And she just put out a song, The Distance, with Ty Dolla $ign. It's a bop. So get into it. Bye.